France et les Européens doivent continuer.
Emmanuel Macron was spotted with a red eye, instantly triggering a storm of rumors about what could have happened with the French president. Was he beaten up? Was he injured? Or was he just exhausted? Macron said his eye condition was harmless, but it was too late. The internet explodes by then. Some media reports even joked about yet another altercation with his wife Brigitte, resurfacing past viral moments with his wife that once embarrassed the Élysée Palace. Remember, a video captured Macron and his wife indulging in an awkward interaction as their plane landed in Hanoi, Vietnam last year. The incident made headlines across the globe, bringing embarrassment to the French president. The video goes like this. As the airplane doors opened, Brigitte was seen pushing Macron's face. Once the president realizes they're being filmed, he steps away from her and waves at the cameras. On July 8, 2025, Macron and his wife again had a viral moment ahead of their official state visit with the British royal family. As the Macrons deplaned at RAF Northolt, where Prince William and Kate Middleton waited to welcome them, the French president reached up to extend his hand to his wife to help her down the stairs. Brigitte, however, chose to hold on to the rail until she reached the ground, seemingly snubbing her husband's gesture.
France et les Européens doivent continuer.
Now, let's go away from the rumors to the boiling topic. This time, however, the red eye is not the story. The Arctic is. Macron's tone was hardened. With his red eye, Macron stares down a brewing Arctic crisis over Greenland and Donald Trump openly pushing for US control of the strategic island. He sends 15 additional troops to Greenland to defend it from Donald Trump's possible invasion move. 15 French troops have now joined a handful of others from NATO countries for Danish-led military exercises. Macron said a first contingent of French troops was already on the ground and will be reinforced in the coming days with land, air, and maritime contingents. Germany is sending 13, with the UK and Netherlands 1 each. Meanwhile, critics mock the numbers, but Macron doesn't. France will not watch. France will not hesitate. France will act. Macron vowed to assist allies when threatened. The statement is aimed at Trump. He said Paris would be ready to act to protect and assist our allies. Earlier in the day, Macron convened an emergency defense cabinet meeting in Paris.
In the face of this complex world, where so many certainties are being called into question, do not doubt. Be proud of your country, of our armed forces. Because this pride that we feel is absolutely legitimate. We are, without a doubt, the most effective army in all of Europe. We possess Europe's most independent and truly autonomous nuclear deterrence capability. This is an unprecedented force in the world that is ours. Be proud of this. Be convinced that you hold in your hands everything you need to succeed, to keep our country independent against all the risks that are now emerging. But we, the French people, we are not merely spectators or commentators on the world stage. We must be absolutely determined at every single moment. We are here to act, to take the initiative, to protect ourselves, to produce what is needed for that, to redeploy new capabilities, to act immediately, to protect and assist all our allies when they are threatened, to act as agents of stability wherever we are involved. So as this year begins, be determined and take action. Onze offensive is the service of stability and peace. Be proud, be resolute, never yield, and let us move forward. Because we have everything for this, everything to achieve it, because that is precisely the history of our country, because we possess this strength and we will continue to have it. As you've certainly understood at the beginning of this new year, my wishes are truly and deeply for you, for your loved ones, your families, and for your brothers in arms. But these are wishes of unwavering determination, of commitment.
It's all about willpower. Don't give up.
And continue. I have confidence in you, and I want, at the start of this new year, to reiterate my pride in being here, standing before you, my pride in the commitment that is yours.
For it is what sustains our armies each and every day.
And this is also the debt that the entire nation owes specifically to you.
Be proud of yourselves.
I urge you to be here and let us all move forward. Long live the Republic and long live France.
We also have, for the past 9 years, I have consistently emphasized the necessity of strengthening European strategic autonomy and of reinforcing it for our armed forces. We did it quite alone at first, but this solitude must never make us doubt. And I repeat it here with force. And just look at what has happened in these recent years. All those who told us a French idea, this European autonomous strategy, or this European pillar of NATO, were awakened in February 2022 during the Russian war of aggression launched in Ukraine. A month later, under the French presidency at the Versailles summit, European strategic autonomy was formally established in a declaration by the European Union. 3 years later, in March of 2025, a European Council would come to recognize the European commitment, the European pillar of defense, and the funding decided by the European Union to support the efforts of European armies in this regard. What began as a French conviction regarding the evolving threat has progressively become a European certainty. We were right to start, even if alone, and to maintain this effort. Thanks to our armies, thanks to the consistency of our strategy, we are a credible power for stability in Europe, in Africa, in the Indo-Pacific. We are so wherever we have engaged territories, wherever peace is threatened, and we are so by being credible,
reliable, and easy to understand.
And that is a rare quality in the world we find ourselves in.
that's the reason to discuss the latest current events. France and the Europeans must continue, wherever their interests are threatened, to be present without escalation, but unyielding on the respect for territorial sovereignty. I was referring to Ukraine. In Greenland, an autonomous territory of the Kingdom of Denmark, the Europeans have a particular responsibility because this territory, it belongs to the European Union because this territory is also the land belonging to one of our NATO allies. France has therefore decided to participate in the exercise that was planned and initiated by Denmark, acting in a fully sovereign and independent manner within the framework of Arctic endurance. A first team of French military personnel is already on the ground and will be significantly reinforced in the coming days with additional land, air, and naval assets. And I wish to express my sincere thanks to the KIMA for having acted so promptly in direct liaison with its Danish counterpart to get things organized efficiently and for having been able to fully meet the highly specific and concrete requests that were formally put forward. But this is the role that France must play, to be available when facing the assessment of any threat, to know how to adapt and to stand alongside a sovereign state to protect its territory.